So on this afternoon, May 5th, we're finally going to get our blog and a little video up announcing the first initiative of our newly formed, although not a new concept, it's about 2 years old, the Solgave Project, newly formed in the United States on its way to being a legal entity, the Solgave Project. And it's set up to be 4 initiatives per year, along with the use of therapeutic animals for therapeutic purposes to aid and facilitate in the healing of humans. We'll get to that another day. Today is about the Yellow Dog Project and why we chose it and why we're so excited about it. A few words from Sunniva, I think.
Yeah, we chose it because it's pretty uniting in a way. It's a global movement, as you said, and it's about creating awareness about dogs that need space. So it's not just about protecting the dogs. It's also about protecting the humans, protecting the non-dog owners, and generally creating awareness of how to approach dogs in the right way. To ask for permission to pet a dog or to approach a dog and not just go up to it. And not only yellow dogs, need this. Everybody should have that respect. So that's one of the reasons why we really wanted to do it. Because it doesn't work with a yellow ribbon and a leash unless people know. So
what it is.
The awareness is the key.
Yeah. And as we mentioned in the blog, the first time I saw a yellow ribbon was our first pack walk 13 months ago. But as we mentioned in the blog, without other people understanding what it means, it was really not serving its purpose. So we're really excited about it and proud that so many, or at least a handful, have reached out to us and said thank you for doing this because they have a yellow dog and they're using that ribbon. One more thing I wanted to touch on and just get Sunniva's input. Why do you think the pack walks have helped us understand why the Yellow Dog Project maybe means so much in the communities and how it's helped us maybe heighten our own awareness by observing dogs, how we, before each pack walk, we gather anywhere up to 40 dogs and we do an introduction to our topic, and I think that has helped us understand some of the local farmers markets and events as we've just observed over the course of the year. Part of that is what led us to the excitement and the need of just the awareness. If I'm saying that right. Do you have anything to add?
I wouldn't say that the pack walks or anything like that is the reason. Woo.
Our dog's seeing something. No, I don't mean the reason.
You see it a lot in how people just, when we're walking, for instance, people would just walk up and say, and start petting them. And that's not, in my opinion, the polite way to do it. It's not polite to the dogs, and it's not polite to the humans. I would not just walk up to a strange human and hug them. It's impolite, it's rude, it's creepy. So that's why I think that we need to create the same awareness that that's not okay for dogs. So we see this every day when walking, and no matter where we walk. Oh, what beautiful dogs! And instead, it should be, oh, what beautiful dogs! May I pet them?
Right.
So and in pack walks and stuff, we notice a lot of people tell us, we don't really do this often because she doesn't like other dogs very much, or she barks at other dogs, and we've kind of said, you can come to our pack walks because we're not gonna judge you and we're not gonna try to pet your dog. We're just gonna talk to you and hope you enjoy this time where you can actually be in peace and left alone. And so both the side hounds here could be yellow dogs. Ashna, because she's not really too fond of other dogs in her immediate space. She doesn't have an issue with them when they're, outside of her bubble. She's completely fine. She doesn't have an issue with people per se. But I always ask everybody to approach with, respect and to pet her on the back, because she does not like it when people pet her on the head. Also, she's, occasionally she's long-haired, so if she gets mats on her ears, and you tug on them, she can get upset. So, and that's another reason why I like for people then to just pat her back, which you can tell she likes.
So it is.
And Sirius is another example of a yellow dog, but that's because he is scared himself or nervous, anxious around other dogs.
Anxiety.
Which you can't really tell because he doesn't do much until they get too close, and then hey, and then he'll try to get away, you know. And then that's what I've seen. I've seen that people don't know how to properly greet, so they, you know, will, if he moves away, I tell people don't do this, and they keep approaching. They keep letting their dogs try to sniff my dog, and my dog doesn't want it. So that's why we put the yellow ribbon on and we say, hey, he wants to be left alone. Because when the dog keeps pushing, he tries to get away, unless I get in between, which I always do, of course. But if I don't pay attention, which has happened, I've been talking to other people, and behind my back someone comes with their dog and just let them sniff him, and then he will growl because that's his only way of protecting himself. So this is what we want to avoid, and that's what we want to create, you know, polite greetings.
I think the final question, and we'll end this little video clip and get this blog up. The last question asked to us today is we're trying to, there will be a press release coming out. We're trying to spread the news about what the Solgave Project is about, and to make it clear, this is our first initiative. It isn't what the Solgave Project is.
Yeah, it's a part of it.
We're bringing. It just felt important to be the first one, and we explain why in the blog. How does the Solgave Project, as asked to us today, tie into the yeah?
Well, the Solgave Project is about well, what was the 4 pillars, but is really 6. Which is nature, animals, balance and healing, and also what the Solgave Project's main focus is, which is children and education. It has to do, you know, that's how the Yellow Dog Project ties in. It's the education part and the children. Protecting our children by teaching them how to be around dogs in an appropriate way. So because we recognize that humans, we're pulling away from where we originally was in nature, in harmony with nature, and that often we pull away so far that we become so out of balance. We get sick, we get stressed, we get and other, what can you say, syndromes,
ailments,
that are really wouldn't exist if we lived in nature. I mean, someone with ADHD, I would wager to say, but if I'm wrong, please correct me, would not be an issue unless, like in our normal society now, we sit still a lot. We are trying to focus and concentrate. We wouldn't be if we were out working in nature. We would have a problem with ADHD that way. So we want to bring the awareness of how nature and animals can heal you, how they can make you feel balanced, how they can make you feel whole again, and the different ways that we can do that. That's the project.
That's the project. And to just add one more thing that I think came out today as we were in the interview, I think specifically our take on the Solgave Project, or the Yellow Dog Project, which is bringing awareness to what that yellow ribbon means and the bubble and space that the dog needs and why, is for us to help you understand also the human side. To help the humans know that we are also accountable for that space, and I think that's the twist that the
dogs try to let you know when they growl. They're not mean. They're just trying to say, I need my bubble. I need my space. You're too close. So we as humans need to be our dog's advocates. We need to be able to read our own dog and say, hey, my dog needs space. I'm sorry, you will need to stop there. You cannot pet my dog, and that's okay.
Yeah, and to make people feel that's okay. I end with a few things that we talked about at the end of the blog. For these initiatives in our this nonprofit project, it's about awareness and education. We can use volunteers now. There's places that flyers can be put up. There are farmers markets in Bentonville and Fayetteville where we have people that are part of the Solgave Project can hand out flyers or wear a t-shirt that will bring awareness. We're going to use social media, we're going to use print and digital marketing, we're going to use everything at our availability, but we could certainly use your help by sharing and spreading the word. Our goal in the 90 days is to reach all of Northwest Arkansas through the help of a caring community that really will hopefully understand the depth of what this thing is about, and that's families that have yellow dogs will find peace of mind, and owners or joggers along the trail and the general public will know how to more properly greet a dog so that everybody's more comfortable at our farmers markets, parks, trails, and community neighborhoods. Thank you guys.